Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, let's talk about food stamp fraud. Yes, food stamp fraud. You heard me right. 42 million people. That is a lot of people. 42 million on food stamps. That's 12% of the U.S. population. I had to look that up. I looked up how many people are on food stamps. 42 million. Then I looked up how much of the population is that? 12%. And then just as a comparison, if you are 16 years old to 54 years of age, which is the most robust time of your life to be a working class citizen in America, only 62.3% of those people are actually working. Let me say that again. From 16 years of age to 54 years of age, only 62.3% of people are actually working. So before I dive into this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. But this is absolutely disastrous. So we have nearly 40% of able-bodied available people not working in America today. Meanwhile, 12% of the entire U.S. population, that includes the elderly, that includes, the young, are on food stamps. Now, I don't know why food stamps was created, but I would say, based on what others have stated, that it would be mainly for those who are disabled, those who have the inability to really fend for themselves and get it out there and really work hard and take care of not only themselves but their families. I wouldn't say it's for someone who woke up one day and said they wanted to have a whole bunch of children and knew that the government was going to take care of them. I wouldn't say it was for that reason. It was not for that intention. Now, has it been used that way? Yes. And why do I call it a fraud? Is it because of that? Not necessarily. But it's a fraud because we all know somebody. Again, if you have any of that street smarts to you, we all know somebody who has sold food stamps. Now, I'm not sure if that's a crime, so let me look it up. Is selling food stamps a crime? Let me know, guys, if you already know the answer to that. Is selling, I believe it's going to be a crime, but let me see. Is selling food stamps now a felony? Is the first thing that pops up here. And it says, yes, selling food stamps is a felony. It is considered SNAP program fraud and carries a severe penalties, including fines and imprisonment, which can increase depending on the dollar amount of the benefits involved. It's a felony. Selling food stamps is a serious crime classified as a felony level fraud, often referred to as trafficking. Not only that, but for benefits valued at $100 or more, it is a felony with a potential fine of up to $10,000 and a prison sentence of up to 5 years. All right. Now, this is up to 5 years, so a max of 5 years. And what that means is that a lot of people are willing to take this risk. I know firsthand that a lot of people are willing to take this risk. And I shouldn't say firsthand because that might imply that I've done that, and I have never done that. But I know that people have done this and continue to do it because the penalty is probably not that severe. And I don't think that the penalty should be like egregious anyway for selling food stamps for cheap. but it was intended for said individual who would actually need it, and they obviously don't need it, and that's why they're selling it. Now, if the value is $5,000 or more, the penalties can be even more severe, with a possible fine of up to $250,000 and a prison term of up to 20 years. Now that is that is steep. That is steep. So $5,000 or more, and you're talking about up to a 20-year prison sentence. That's tough. That's kind of harsh. All right. Now, in order to sell $5,000 in food stamps, and you're just actually not manipulating the system and getting multiple food stamp cards, then you're talking years and years of selling your food stamps, and that all being presented to a courtroom. That is probably not going to get you a 20-year sentence, but you might equate to $5,000 in charges. Now, a misdemeanor, selling benefits under $100 may be considered a misdemeanor with a lesser penalty up to $1,000 in fine and 1 year in jail. Now, I can promise you that there is not one person in this world that is selling food stamps for less than $100. So that misdemeanor is probably not going to be most people in most cases. And those people are probably going to get away with probation at the end of the day, maybe like 90 days. I'm talking like I'm a lawyer or a judge and I know what I'm talking about. I don't, so don't mind me. But hit the like button if you know somebody who has participated in this fraud. I just incriminated everyone. I'm joking. But hit the like button just because I'm telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. And we all know that people are selling their food stamps left and right every single day. Now, I'm not going to say it's just one specific side or anybody doing that. White America is typically the majority that is on food stamps and government assistance. But at the same time, there's also more of them than any other race in America. So that also makes sense to a degree. Now, if we talk percentages, that may skew things a little differently. But I do want to say that this has been taken advantage of. And the benefits do need to be cut. I believe $9 billion in food stamps every single month. Now, I'm not saying that it should be eradicated. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that it should be reduced. By how much is the question. I'm thinking that without really hurting families, I would say a 20% reduction would be sufficient. The reason why I say that is because people are using food stamps to take care of their family and their needs. But once that is taken care of, they're willing to sell it for money, for hair, nails, and all those other things, right? So a 20% reduction is not enough to where they got to pick what do I eat and what do I take, right? It's not to that level where they have to start deciding on what to eat, but it allows them to have maybe just a little bit left over to where they might get something else extra instead of saying, let me sell this for money, right? That's the difference. I don't want to say 40% to where now they have to look at what it is that they're going to buy and decide to put something back. But 20% is just enough to where they're not saying, let me sell this to someone else, right? So let me know what you guys think. Do you even want to come up with a solution? Or do you believe that, let people do what they want to do, it's okay. I'm paying for it, the middle class is paying for it, so who cares, right? Let other Americans continue to pay for it like me over here, and it shouldn't matter. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. You know I post on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify for podcasters, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.